Hey, Colabcoach here yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. It's week number three of the resentment series. We're getting deeper. We're getting into a more deeper topic today, and I'm so excited to get into this topic. So, without any further delay, the question slash thought I have for you this week is: why is resentment a problem in your life? Why is resentment a problem in your life? Now, as I said before, there is nothing wrong with resentment because it is an emotion and it is a real emotion. It is real to the fact that I've had resentment towards people, and I talked about that in the last episode, last week. You can call them episodes if you want. That's fine. And I've talked about in detail about how you can have resentment for places. You can have resentment for cities. You can have resentment for people. You can have resentment for food. You can have resentment for a lot of things. But the thing I've realized is that resentment is a powerful emotion. One, because if you don't have control over it, it can start to control your life. Similar to anger, similar to hate, similar to any negative emotion you could think of, loss, depression, things of that nature. Now, I'm not saying it's as strong as those emotions, but it can control your life to the point that it transforms. It transforms into anger, into hate, into all those emotions that you really don't want to deal with, and becomes difficult in your life. So, why does it become a problem? It becomes a problem when you just let it dwell, when you just let it sit there, when you let it fester. You know, the big word that I like to use about it is fester, because you can have resentment for something for a certain time period, and then you start to let it go. I think that's the healthiest way to deal with resentment. But what I've come to realize, especially with myself, is that when you let resentment sit there and you don't resolve it, or you don't talk about it, or you don't address it, it can sit there and continue to sit there, and it dwells and it dwells and it dwells to the point where your attitude starts to change, your feelings start to change, your expectations for certain things start to change, your experiences start to change, because now you have the focus of resentment instead of the focus of, well, let's see how things will go, let's see how life will be, let's see how situations will manifest or not manifest. Now you're just focused on just resentment. That, oh, I don't want to do this because I remember in the past, or I don't want to be in this situation before because in the past this happened to me, or I don't want to be with this person because before I was in a similar situation with someone that was just like this other person. You're putting these people in boxes, you're putting these situations in boxes, you're putting these experiences in boxes, and it is now starting to dictate how you see life. And the problem with that is that life changes. Life is different. Things start to grow, things start to die, things start to go through the seasons in life. And if you put everything in the same category, if you put everything in the same box, if you have resentment towards one particular thing, and then that particular thing starts to make everything look the same, it all looks gray, it all looks bad, you're not living. You're not living. You're stagnant. You are stuck. You are stuck. You are stuck. You are stuck in the same feelings. You're stuck in the same emotions. You're stuck in the same box that you have labeled yourself in. Because, again, everything is a choice. Resentment is a choice. It's a choice that we have ability to change, alter, end, but we also have the ability to just let it be there and let it grow and let it stay where it shouldn't stay. Now, I'm not saying there's a specific time frame of when you should have your resentment and when to let it go. But what I am saying is that be self-aware. Realize if you are having resentment for something and it's been a week, or it's been 2 weeks, or it's been a month, and you don't see anything changing, be self-aware. Say, okay, I gotta talk, I gotta address this. I have to get help. I have to seek something. I have to maybe go talk to a coach, maybe talk to a therapist, talk to my pastor, talk to an elder, whoever you feel like is best for you to talk to. Talk to that person, maybe a best friend or someone that you know you can trust. Because if you start to let these emotions just stay put, you will realize that your life will be stayed put. You will literally be stuck in the same. It's like, basically, to make it a really easy example, it's like you are stuck in time. You are frozen. Your emotions are frozen. Your feelings are frozen. Your mindset is frozen. Your perspective is frozen, and you have more than of infinite possibilities of what can happen for you in your life, but you have chosen that one option of resentment. You have chosen that one option of just staying where you are emotionally, staying where you are spiritually, and not moving forward. Now, this is going to happen. You're going to see people live. You're going to see people around you grow. You're going to see that, as I said before last week, that people that you maybe have resentment for, or places, they're living their best life. They're moving on. They're for the places they're continuing to thrive, or they may die. We don't know, but at least they have made a movement. The people that you have resentment for, they may be living their best lives, or they may have not been, but at least they have made a choice and have been moving. But you have stayed there, and not only does that stop you from growing and reaching your goals and being the best person you could be, you are literally not giving yourself the opportunity to move forward. You are literally telling yourself that, hey, I want to stay here. I want to have this mindset forever. I want to have this perspective forever. I don't want to grow. I know it's deeper, and it sounds like, far fetched, but think about it. If you literally sit here and say, I have resentment for this person, and this situation happened 10 years ago, you have literally stayed in this mindset for 10 years, where you could have been living your happy thoughts, maybe going through trials and tribulations, maybe going through seasons, and maybe you had the ability to gain experiences, but because you chose not to go seek the help, because you chose not to move forward, because you chose not to deal with those feelings of resentment, you're there. You're just there. I don't want you to be just there. That's what I'm saying. Go get help. Go get help. Go get help, because I want you to realize that this is a problem. This is something that you should not be dealing with. This is something that you should not be experiencing for a prolonged period of time. As I said before, resentment is real. Resentment is an emotion. We all going to have resentment towards something. But how long you have that resentment is the problem. So, put it as simple as possible. Why is resentment a problem in your life? Resentment is a problem because resentment is real and is an emotion. There's nothing wrong with that feeling. But how long you choose to stay in that feeling of resentment is how long you're going to stay stagnant in your life. It's okay to feel how you feel, but it's not okay to keep that feeling forever. It's only going to halt you from moving forward and progressing. Growth does not happen when things are stagnant. Growth happens when you're experiencing situations and you're growing through those experiences. So if you are having an issue with resentment, go and seek help. Please. To make it even as simple as I made it simple earlier, why resentment is a problem is because resentment is only going to keep you stagnant. Trust me, I understand that resentment is real and your feelings are real towards resentment, towards those people that you have resentment for, but don't stay in that feeling, because it's only going to hold you back from progressing and moving forward. You gain experiences through growth. All resentment is just keep you stagnant with that perspective and that mindset. Make sure that you are moving forward from that perspective and that mindset by getting help to overcome that resentment before it becomes hatred, anger, and all the negative emotions that you don't want. Simple as that. So, if you need help from me, go to my website, yourcolabcoach.com. Yourcolabcoach.com. Fill out that free relationship checklist to see exactly what you want to talk about, and then go ahead and complete that, and it goes straight to my email. Also, if you want to sign up for a free 15-minute coaching session, free isn't free. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Go to my website as well and just sign up there. Facebook Collab Coaching, Instagram Collab Coaching. All my series, all my videos are on YouTube, COLAB Coaching. Like and subscribe. And also, last but not least, I have written a beautiful book, Fresh Eyes Solve Problems Easier. Fresh Eyes Solve Problems Easier, the Self-Love Relationship Project. It's available on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Dorrance website, Dorrance publishing website. I've also done an audiobook. It's on Audible. It's on all the major places you listen to audiobooks. Go ahead and give it a listen. Go ahead and buy the physical copy. Tell me what you think about it. Give a review. Let me know if it was good. Let me know if you didn't like it. It's all going to be great for me. Thank you so much for listening and watching and buying my book and listening to my book. Have a wonderful day and be safe out there. Thank you. Bye.